Hey everyone, it's Vicky here today designing for Hip Kit Club, and I'm using the June 2019 kits. I think this is my last layout with the June kits, so I'm excited to receive July soon. So I missed recording the beginning of this video, so I apologise for that, but you actually see what I'm doing anyway here. I've got some magicals mixed up. My assignment for this week, I should tell you, is mixed media with warm colours, so reds, yellows, oranges, that sort of thing. So what I've done is I've picked out all the magicals in pinks and yellows, and I've mixed a few together, and I'm just sort of using the packaging technique, covering my entire page. I started off thinking I didn't need to cover the outer border, but turns out I did. So this is me adding to it. So you get to see what I was doing in the first place. So I'm just sort of putting some on the packaging, putting some onto the paper, smooshing it around. There is gesso on the paper, so that helps it to smoosh as well. And so there are 4 different colours mixed in there, so you can sort of see quite a bit of dimension and depth to it. And the magicals are nice and shiny, so actually the page is quite glittery when it's finished. So I dried that off and I cut this cut file, which is one of the free subscriber cut files from July. And it's very tropical, and I thought it worked really well with the oranges and yellows. This isn't really my comfort colour palette, so I found it a little bit difficult. So by doing this, I think it worked easier for me. It just sort of I guess hid the colour a bit more, but it still shows quite a lot. My initial thought was to actually colour onto the cut file, but I decided to do it this way instead and mute it a little. So that's my photo. You see I took the inside of 3 of those flowers, the hibiscus flowers, and I just coloured those with those same colours as well, just as embellishments. So now I'm taking the Simple Stories paper and I'm just cutting out some of the pinky peachy flowers, and I'll cut a few of those. I cut through a little bit here. You don't have to watch my whole cutting process. Plus my husband bought me some lunch while I was doing it, which was quite nice, so I had to stop to eat that as well. I decided I was going to make it just peach and pinks and yellows, but actually I decided to cut out some of the green as well because I thought it was just too monotone. So I don't think a bit of green on here will be breaking the rules too much, I hope. So you'll just see me fussy cut this flower cluster from the Simple Stories paper, and every time you see my hand flick over to the top of the screen, that's me pausing or changing something on my iPad. While I was doing this, I was watching The Handmaid's Tale, which I love. I've only just recently discovered it, so I've been binge watching it, and I love it, actually. I didn't think I would love it, but I do. So yeah, that's something to watch if you haven't. It's quite hard hitting, but it is very good. Anyway, back to the layout. Just cutting out some more bits and pieces. This layout really is quite simple, actually, because the background is very busy. It does most of the work for me. So I'm just putting in some more flowers, and I think next up I'm going to start thinking about backing the photo. So I just used a couple of Project Life cards there. Very simple, nothing much to do, and I don't do Project Life, so they are perfect for that. Then, so I'm going to stick the photo down to the mat, and then I'm taking some stickers from the Heidi Swap sticker sheet there, just to put on. That one says love, had an L at the top, but that's obviously gone under the photo. And then I'm going to cut another one in a second. Just taking the top off of that so that all you can see is the best day. And that's in the orange to match, so I'm happy with that. This bit I just cut off of a larger tag that says love this life. So I'm just going to put that there. And what I'm doing with my fingers there is just taking the sticky off of the back of some of these stickers so that they will sit there without actually sticking to the page yet. So those 2 little circles, one says dream and one says happy. So I just took those off to stick down. This is the Heidi Swap sticker book, and I'm just going to take that sticker which says I'm walking on sunshine, because I thought that was quite sweet in there and it's the right colours. So I'm tucking that at the top. And just flicking through the rest of the sticker book. I'm not sure I use anything else in there. So I'm going to mount the photo with some foam, sticky back foam, and stick that down. And then I'm just going to start sticking all of these embellishments in place. Okay. So they're all going into place, and the little word sticker there is going in, and the little circle tucked behind the leaf. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it embellishment wise. I've just got these couple of hearts from the Vicki Parker paper, which are the right colour, just to pop in there. And as it says love this life, I thought it was quite cute to have some hearts. And then the only thing left to do is the title, and I love these rose gold thickers that are in the kit, and so I'm just going to make my title Beach Selfie, because basically that's what it is. And I realise I have blue in the photo and no blue in the layout, but actually I quite like the contrast between it, so that it actually makes, I think, makes the photo pop. So just a couple of splatters there in the Magicals mixtures that I'd already made, and that's the final layout. There are some close-ups as well for you to have a look at. I hope you like it, and I hope it inspires you to try some mixed media yourself, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Vicki for Hip Kit Club. Bye bye.